Good morning, students. The next factor which comes under the source of variation is natural selection. That is natural selection. Natural selection is a process in which heritable variation enabling better survival or enabled to reproduce and leave greater number of progeny. Natural selection is a process in which heritable variation enabling better survival or enabled. That is, natural selection already we discussed. In natural selection, the organism which have the adaptive characters to a particular environment, well adapted to a particular environment are selected, whereas the other organisms are eliminated. That is explained here. Natural selection is a process in which heritable variation enabling better survival are enabled to reproduce. They are allowed to reproduce further. They are allowed to produce their progeny, whereas the nature is not selected. The organisms which are not selected, they are not reproducing and they are gradually eliminating from the population. There are three types of selection process occurring in nature. They are stabilizing selection, directional selection and disruptive selection. Stabilizing selection, directional selection and disruptive selection. First one is a stabilizing selection. What is stabilizing selection? More individuals acquire mean character value or selected. That is, the character in a population, see this is a population, entire population. In this population, the organisms which have the mean character, these are the mean characteristics. The organism which have the mean characteristics are selected, whereas the organism found in the extreme part are eliminated. See here, these two are eliminated, and which is found in the middle mean characteristics are selected in a population. Let us see. The more individuals acquired mean character value are selected, whereas the which are found in the extreme part are eliminated. More individuals acquire mean character value and eliminated extreme population. The organism which are found in the extreme areas are eliminated. And optimal environmental, because these organisms which can survive in the optimal environmental conditions, whatever it is optimal, that is average environmental factors it could accept, but the extreme ones are not like that, so it cannot be selected. That is called stabilizing selection. And next, do not promote, that is it do not promote evolutionary changes, and phenotypic stability is maintained. A particular phenotype will be that phenotype will be maintained, so a stabilized state will be there in this type of selection, that is stabilizing selection. Let us see the next one, that is a directional selection. What is directional selection? In the term itself you can understand what is directional selection. Individuals of one extreme are more favored. This is the mean. These are the two extremes. Here this extreme, either this extreme or organism found in this extreme are selected, whereas the organism found in another extreme are eliminated. Then what happens to the organism found in the median? The middle part of the organism, the mean value, the mean organisms will gradually move towards the periphery. They will adapt to the characters of the organisms of the periphery. So this part is selected and this peripheral part is extreme part is eliminated, this extreme part is selected. So the mean organism found in the middle also tend to behave like this. They started adopting these character and gradually the entire population become the population organisms becoming showing the phenotype of these organisms which are found in this extreme, because it is selected. This extreme get eliminated. Individuals of one extreme are more favored. Only one extreme is favored, another extreme is eliminated. The mean which are found in the mean part which adopt to have the characters of the selected area. So individuals of one extreme more favored brings evolutionary changes. It is not like the first one. This one brings about evolutionary changes. Mean phenotype move towards the selected extreme phenotype. The mean phenotype moves towards the selected extreme phenotype, increase the frequency of new alleles. So new alleles can be produced. The mean one moves towards his new organisms have possibility to produce new organisms. It is the example of artificial selection, that is selective breeding. Desirable characters are selected. That is for agriculture. In animal breeding also the desirable characters are taken, and it is more breeding is done in that artificially. That comes under the directional selection, because only the desirable character we are selecting and making them to breed more and produce several varieties of organisms from the desirable varieties, isn't it? So artificial selection comes under the directional selection. The next one is a disruptive selection. In disruptive selection, both the extreme ones are selected, whereas the mean ones are moving either of that extreme. The mean ones are not selected, only the extreme ones are selected, and the mean ones are moving toward either part of the selected extremes. See this is that. So two populations can be produced. Within the population, two subpopulations are produced. So disruptive selection, it eliminates most of the individuals which acquire mean characteristics, forms more than one phenotype within the population. So this extreme is selected, this extreme is selected, the mean ones are moving either to this part or this part. So the mean ones are not selected. So the mean ones either select this, they either adopt this character or this characters. So most of the individuals acquire the mean characters are eliminated. So a subpopulation is formed. Two subpopulations are formed within the population, forms more than one phenotype within the population, and may produce two subpopulations. This can be caused due to the seasonal difference, or season or climatic factors may take an important role in producing. This is a rare phenomena. It is very rare to select this kind of a disruptive selection. Maybe the environmental factors such as season or climate may play an important role in these kind of selections. Season or climate may play the role of selection. Rare selection but brings evolutionary changes. But the evolutionary point of view, this is also very important. These are the three types of selection. One is stabilizing, and the next one is directional. The first one is stabilizing selection, and the second one is directional selection and disruptive selections. Okay, you know down the points. Points are very important. This question is very important examination point of view. Okay children, you study these points, take down the points and study this.